Today's episode of How Did JSON Do That is brought to you by my new podcast, Chat with the S-Men, Adaptive Cards, Power Automate, and Microsoft Teams. Hello and welcome to How Did JSON Do That. Today I'll be showing you how to use Power Automate to automatically create a weather forecast adaptive card that we can then post into a Teams channel. We'll be using Adaptive Cards, Power Automate, and Teams to achieve this. To do this yourself, you will need a Microsoft 365 tenant with access to Power Automate and Teams. If you don't already have an M365 license, head over to Microsoft 365 right now and get yourself one. Before we get started today though, don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon so you can get notified when another one of my videos becomes available. And as always, please leave your comments below. Let's get started. To get started today, we're going to open up a browser and go to Power Automate at make.powerautomate.com. We'll go to Create, and we'll choose a scheduled cloud flow. For the flow name, we'll name it Post Weather Card to General Channel. We'll start this one off tomorrow at 9 a.m. and we'll repeat it every day. And we'll hit Create. Now that we're in here, we'll open Recurrence. Let's open Show Advanced Options. We'll click on Time Zone and select your time zone. At the hours, I'm going to send it every single morning at 9 a.m. So at the 9th hour, 00 minutes. Now let's add a new step. I'm going to search for current time and select that. The next step, we will add convert time zone. We'll click on that. For base time, we'll use the previous step, current time. The source time zone is UTC 0. We'll scroll down to that. So UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. Destination time zone is your current time zone. And we'll choose a format string, a full date time pattern, where it has the day, month, day of the month, year, and time. Let's hit save. Let's give this a test. We'll go manual, we'll go test, and we'll run the flow. Let's open up Convert Time Zone. You can see that it did bring back current date and time. And there's the output. Let's go back. From the Edit dropdown, let's now choose Edit with New Designer. This is Power Automate's new design visual, and I find it a bit easier to get around. As you can see, you can drag the screen around. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's pretty cool. So under Convert Time Zone, we're going to click on the plus and add an action. Now we're going to get current weather. So this is a new input for adding actions. Let's get current weather. And let's add that in. It'll ask for a location, so I'll just put my location. And I'll choose metric because in Canada we aren't barbarians and we use the metric system. Let's hit save. Let's test the flow. And let's see what it comes back with. So we can see that it did bring back the weather for Calgary, Alberta, and it brings back all of this fun stuff. Excellent. Perfect. Let's go back into Edit. We'll add underneath Get Current Weather. We're going to get today's weather forecast. So for this flow, we are both going to get the current weather and the forecast for today, and I'll show you why later. So for right now, let's just get forecast for today, and let's add that in. Again, let's enter our location and our proper units for measuring temperature. Perfect. Let's test this flow. We want to get the JSON that's returned from the get forecast for today. So let's go test. We'll go manual again. We'll go test and run flow. And done. So let's have a look. So you'll see that it returns this body with all this information inside here. So we're going to get that. We'll just hit the copy icon here. And now that's copied to clipboard, our next step is going to be parse the JSON. We'll get the body from get current weather. And we'll throw in that JSON that we copied earlier. And let's hit save. We're going to go back. I have found the more classic editor is better at dealing with functions than the new ones. Let's just go to edit, go back into the classic designer. And let's see what JSON is returned. So if we go to the body, we'll notice that there's an object, and nested within that object is URL icon. So what we need to do is we need to get into that body response, go responses, weather, current, and then URL icon. So let's go edit, and under new step, let's go compose. Choose the compose action. Within here, I'm going to choose body for the parse JSON. Once I have it in here, I'll select it and I will cut it out with a Control X or Command X, depending on what operating system you're using. We'll hit expression, I'll hit paste. We'll get rid of the @ symbol and the curly braces. And after the body parse JSON in square brackets, I'm going to type in responses. And then in another set of square braces, type in weather. And in another set of square braces, we'll type in current. And in another set of square braces, we'll go URL icon. Okay. So let's hit save, and let's test this out. Successful. So let's open this compose, and we'll see that it brought back that URL from that JSON from the step above. So you can see from the body, there's the URL, and we were able to extract just that URL out with the compose action. Let's hit edit one more time. I'll rename this one. Compose get weather icon URL. Perfect. Let's hit save. Let's go to new step. Here we're going to add post a card. And the first one should be from Microsoft Teams. Post card in a chat or channel. So we'll select that. We're going to post as the Flowbot, and we're going to post it in. We choose a channel. It will then ask us what team we want to put that in, and what channel we want to post it to. So we'll choose general. Now it's asking for the adaptive card JSON here. So what we're going to do now is we'll open up a new tab, and we'll go to adaptivecards.io. Let's select designer. Under designer, we'll go to new card. Let's scroll down from all the templates they have available. Let's choose weather compact. From select host app, we are going to choose Microsoft Teams. And from target version, we'll go 1.4. Perfect. So this is what the card will look like when it gets posted inside our Teams channel. And here's the JSON right here under Card Payload Editor. So let's select all of that. And let's put it into the adaptive card here. Perfect. So let's start replacing some of the values. So let's replace Seattle here. And we're going to choose from Get Current Weather, we'll choose Location. Right afterwards, we'll choose Date. So we'll scroll down, we'll choose Converted Time Zone. For High Of, we'll select that and we'll choose from Get Forecast for Today, we'll choose Temperature High. And for Low, we'll select Temperature Low. Here we'll put the location again, so let's select that and we'll search for location. The next one is the date, so let's select that. Converted time zone. Perfect. Scroll down. Here's the URL that will be used in the card, so we'll select that URL. And we'll choose outputs from Compose Get Weather Icon URL. Perfect. For alt text for that, we'll replace that with conditions. And we'll get the conditions from Get Current Weather. Perfect. This next block here is where the current temperature will be, so we'll select that. Let's choose from Get Current Weather, let's choose temperature. We're going to change the units to Celsius. Here's the chunk that shows the high, so select that. Again, from the Get Forecast for Today, we're going to choose Temperature High. And then for low, we'll select Temperature Low. That looks pretty good. Let's give that a save. And we'll give it a test. It looks like the flow ran successfully. So let's open up Microsoft Teams and have a look. Let's go to our team channel and we'll see that indeed it did create a card with the current location, the current time, the current temperature and conditions with a high and a low. And this is how we use Power Automate and adaptive cards to post a weather forecast on a Teams channel. Thank you for joining me today on how to use Power Automate to automatically create a weather forecast adaptive card using Power Automate in Teams. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and leave your comments below. And please visit my channel again to see how did Jason do that. Until next time, keep experimenting with the Microsoft 365 offerings. Take care. Hey, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please check out some of my other videos.